How you doing, y'all? What's going on? I am Mun.
And I am Ray.
We are back, and yes, guess what? We black.
Boom.
The MunRae channel. I want to thank all of you all for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And please, also, for those that haven't done it,
Erupt.
what you waiting on?
Let's get
Seriously.
Get into
and check
it.
this out. Always. Ripping it. That's right. Hakuism. Hakuism.
Yes.
That's right. You better get one.
It's a
Because they're going fast.
Information coming in March 2022.
March 2022. All right, let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels versus social worker.
I love it. Love to be a part of this.
This was an awesome video. I have to kudo my man Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I said it. My man Kevin Samuels. He is yet to say anything wrong. I am sorry. Now, do I believe everything he's saying? No. But he definitely has a lot of facts that I love to actually hear him go over. In this situation with this 29-year-old social worker, it is unbelievable that she is a social worker. She is advising other young women who are single mothers and vice versa on love, relationships, or what have you. And I guess she's doing what social workers do, become very social. Because honestly, she's talking out of the side of her neck. Sorry, and it's real. Because this woman is telling these females that men are attracted to women who got money.
My question was, how do men look? How do you see my money?
Yeah, for
like
what I'm
looking
driving,
at me, you have a perception of if I work, where I work, and how much I make.
Yeah.
But it's not clearly
You're
seen.
looking at a man. A man, you can tell what a man makes if he has money or not. Wow. See. And this is the kind of information that this young lady is spewing to other young ladies.
And keep in mind, she's only 29 years old. So I'm not going to say that you haven't lived life yet. But what I will say is that
you stupid.
have not lived life yet.
You sound stupid.
You're 29.
She sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Now, me being a woman, there are a lot of women, and I've said on a previous video, a lot of women that I know, black women, who do not care much for Kevin Samuels. So when I asked what it was that they disagreed with, they said it's his delivery, which indicates to me that they are the women he's speaking about.
Yeah.
Because no one said that what he was saying was wrong.
Yeah.
You couldn't, neither one of the females, and I'm not saying that everything he says is wrong, but I do feel that what he is saying, I understand, because I was the woman that he's talking about.
See, that's facts.
And I knew enough that when the shit was put in my face, it was like, oh damn, this is me. This is what I'm doing.
Well,
so I know shit gotta change.
Well, do understand, sweetheart, you are different than many other women. You hold yourself accountable some things that you feel as though you deem that you did wrong. A lot of women have a problem with doing that.
Yeah.
They don't deem themselves accountable for
Yeah.
anything. I mean, very simply, I mean, like I said, here's a woman, she's a social worker. She is trying to help other people, other women. And she's coming out talking about sob stories that women have told her. But my question, what about the other side of the story?
Yeah, and that's what he asked her. He said, okay, you talk to women. Do you get the men's side of the story?
Of course not.
And then I heard crickets. And then she said, no, sir. Of course you don't.
Yeah.
How many men are coming in, not saying that men don't, but how many men are coming into social services to get things done on the behalf of their family? Meaning they're a single parent. The woman did them dirty. If a woman does do a man dirty, you're not going to know about it.
There's a TikTok video that I saw where the young man was inside of his baby's room, and we were speaking, he was in Children's Hospital. The mother was there as well. Now, he was on the phone. She said that he was texting. He was recording her. Now, she went ham on this young man. Talking about, how you gonna sit there and disrespect me about that? You texting that bitch. Blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, she's in her son's room in Children's Hospital. And dude is saying, bro, calm down. You're gonna get us thrown out. What is wrong with you? You gonna stop disrespecting me? You mean you shoot that bitch over your son? What? I'm right here in the same room with you.
Right.
I am here. I'm on the phone.
Right.
And who I'm texting is none of your business. We're not together.
That's the issue.
Then she keeps going on and on and on. See, these are the stories that women are telling to other women. And you're going to come out of the mouth and try to make it seem as if the father doesn't want to be in the child's life. Mm-hmm. The father doesn't want nothing to do with the child. And all these things are false. It's the blind leading the blind. It's
always the woman telling the story to another woman.
Yes.
And the woman who's being told is, girl,
bitter.
It's going to be okay.
Bitter and upset.
And getting them on your side.
And see, this is what I'm talking. This is the problem we're having. When you work like that, you're working on a dangerous level.
Yeah.
Because there is no resolve. There is no understanding. You continue to preach the same rhetoric that broke you up. How many women, and I'm being dead honest, how many women would actually tell other women or men or whomever about the relationship and the wrong that they took part in? A man would tell you straight up, I cheated. I did. I was unfaithful.
And sometimes a man telling his story is not even good enough for the woman.
A man can even sit there and apologize all day long for the wrongs he did, but let a woman. How many women out here can actually have children and gonna pin it on another man when they know for a fact the real father you don't want nothing to do with? I mean, haven't we seen paternity court? Haven't we seen Maury?
Oh yeah, I got.
You are not the father.
Yeah, I got ideas on that.
And what's amazing is that these shows are high ranking.
Mm-hmm.
They get a lot of attention.
It's drama.
But the amazing thing is, women still want to try to make it seem as if it's always the man doing the wrong. The social worker, 29 years old, is prime example.
She is, sweetheart, you're advising someone else on a life that you don't even live.
Thank you.
So I understand now. To my understanding, I have friends who are social workers. To my understanding, you don't play counselor, but you kind of do. Like you're so to speak, you're pushing paperwork in order for this person to get some sort of assistance, whatever type.
Somewhat.
But in all of your advising, the only thing probably that you can go off of is what the previous female's life was.
Yeah.
And the previous one. And the one that's coming in next week, you know.
And I'm going to throw this out there as well. I'm going to show you how unfair this young woman is being to her own child who is 12 years old. She has a child. She was raised with her father.
He's not being raised with his. And she's raising a young man.
I'll say it again.
You can't teach him to be a man.
How are you going to sit there and be raised by your father, but you not let your son be raised by his?
Now, granted, we don't know the whole story.
I don't care about the story. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of it. Because you know something? You're going to sit here and have a man-child. And you're going to find everything wrong with the father. Mm-hmm. But you're going to sit there and actually be selfish to your own seed because you were raised in a household with your father.
Yeah.
You're not even speaking about the kind of lifestyle you've had. Just let it be known, because Samuel was asked you, did you have a father? Did your father was you raised your father? She says yes, but you're not going to let your son be raised by his.
And at that, depending on the birthdays, if that's true, she had him when she was 17. Now, more than likely, yes, you were still living at home with your father.
Yes.
More than likely.
Yes.
But I think that it's a disadvantage, and I can speak from experience. I think that it's a disadvantage to not have a young man grow up with his father in his life.
And that is pretty much most of the situations going on right now, these single parent households.
Yeah. And women needing to go to social services.
I'm being dead honest. I don't care if I'm speaking out of line or whatever, because I was raised with my mother and father. And I wanted my son to be raised by me and his mom. But you know what? Took a turn for the worse. But that does not mean that I cannot be in my son's life. Right. And the problem that we're having right now is that women who are part of these single parent households, who are bitter, who are angry, who are pissed off, you know what you're doing? You're putting all that BS into that child's mind.
In front of the child,
mm-hmm. to the child, you're brainwashing.
Yeah.
Or her.
Yeah. Because you want the child to be on your side.
Yes. You want to raise a man child to be the kind of man that you want. How sick is that?
That's nasty. Can I get close to the camera when I say this?
Go ahead.
Women, you cannot raise a boy to become a man, because you will only raise him to be the man that you want. Stop letting your son be your boyfriend. Your son is not your man. I'm going to back up now.
No, and I'm taking this so seriously because it bothers me.
It's
because
sickening.
70 to 75% of black households at this time are raised with a single parent, and it's normally the mother. Do you know what you have to do to get custody of your child as a man? We have to find the mother unfit.
Or you have to be a mother. Fuck? I mean...
And I'm gonna throw something else out there. People, there's something going on social media talking about why does a father have to fight for his child? Why?
Yeah, because mothers will say, well, why didn't you fight more?
Why do I have to fight from the beginning?
Did I have to fight to make him?
No.
Okay.
But it's amazing that these are the questions that people are asking fathers. And on top of that, I feel as though, and I'm being honest, it's an attack on manhood and it's an attack on fatherhood to keep the father out of the home. The government's working with the women, especially black women. You want to get all these so-called government advantages, guess what? Get the man out of the household.
Yep.
Get him out of the household.
That's the first thing they will tell you.
And keep him out.
If you are living with or in a relationship with, you can't get this assistance.
Yeah.
And
of course, but hold on. They will come out, people will come, this is the people that will say, well, that's not true, only because the government's doing it because they don't want you to take advantage of the government. Who don't take advantage of the government more than white people?
And the government. Of course they know how to take care of it, take advantage of it. They're writing the rules.
Come on, stop
They're
playing.
creating the playbook. They move the finish line.
You don't see the destruction of the black family falling right in front of your eyes?
And
you don't see
woman,
this? And this woman is behind it. She's a social worker. She's trying to help young ladies out and try to get them in certain areas around housing or whatever the situation is, but you are doing it on a haphazard level.
Social workers that I know, and social workers in general, I respect that you want to work with the public. My thing, and I always thought that social work is working with the government, clearly, in order to keep the black family divided.
Yeah.
Because if you're working with someone socially, why not kind of try to reel them in? Well, let's get the father involved. Let's get the mother involved.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. Let me give you some resources.
Hold up. Time. This is what they're going to throw at you. What if the father's abusive?
Because whenever he don't love her anymore, he normally is.
What if the father's abusive? To whom?
Right.
And when is the mother not abusive?
Yeah.
When does the mother not throw her hands on the father, knowing that he can't hit her back?
And that's why a lot of women do it.
And I love this part too. Get out. Get the fuck out. I don't want you here. Then he leaves. All of a sudden, there's abandonment.
Yeah.
I abandoned my family. I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my woman.
He don't love me no more. Get out. Okay.
Get his stuff. Get your stuff and get out.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
If that's what the narrative is, let's follow it to the end of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The father leaves, and all of a sudden he stays at his mama's house. Now all of a sudden he back in his old room that he grew up in. Then all of a sudden here it is, his baby mama and the child are living in the apartment that they shared once together.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, where does his money go? Child support goes towards the rent
of the place that he was kicked out
where he used to live. But you gotta get that child support.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, quote unquote, she keeps putting that child's mind, oh, your father left you.
Because you have control over phone calls, visits, and everything. So you'll say to the father, don't call. And then tell the kid, I bet he don't call.
I bet your father ain't call you. Or, to make it even better, she'll block your telephone number to where you can't make a phone call. And tell the child, see your father call you today? Did he call you today? See your father, did he call you today? I told you he don't love your ass.
Yeah, it's a never-ending cycle.
It touches home for me. Yes, it does. Yes, I'm irritated right now. Yes, it touches home because it is the worst play on a child's mind and heart, and the father's mind and heart. The whole destruction of the black family
is abuse.
Being perpetuated by this bullshit ass system that most black women, yes, I said it, most black women fall under. They fall for this. And it's the saddest thing in the world.
It's easy. It's easy to let the government take care of you. It's easier to allow the government to take care of you than it is for the government to help a black family stay together.
What?
Because that's not what government assistance is geared towards.
Do you know what the FBI said in the 1960s?
Oh, yeah.
The worst threat to the national security of America was the black family, black unity. Can you...
And you know what?
J. Edgar Hoover said this.
And you know what? He's right. He's right. Because if we understood and recognized the power that we have as a collective, a lot of shit would be different. And this woman, this 29-year-old social worker.
I don't know her name. That's why I ain't said her name.
We don't know. But she is really believing all of the sob stories that she's hearing.
She's the dumbest...
And you're not really supposed to be sucked in.
No.
But if you're going to be sucked in,
no,
provide help.
No, thank you.
You know?
Because I guarantee you, and I'm going to say it right now, I guarantee, and if I'm wrong, please put it in the comment boxes. Please show me where I'm wrong. How many social workers will actually ask the mother, let's talk to the father?
That's not on our itinerary.
Yeah, let's go talk to him. Let's just find out what's really going on. Let me prescribe some kind of therapy, family therapy for you and him and the child.
Let's keep us together.
Let's do this.
But
girl, you don't need him. Girl, you don't need him.
You can sign up for this. You got it.
You independent. You strong, independent black one. You don't need no man. You crazy.
What you say? Put your dick away.
Yeah. You know what amazes me? That black women are falling for this bullshit rhetoric. Seriously. On all social media. It's like black men, black women are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's a constant war. Yeah. We're the only ones making noise. No other race is doing it.
No.
No other race.
No.
Do we not see how detrimental this is? Do we not see that us not loving each other is a problem for social media? It's a problem for America. It's a problem for the world.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Look at your commercials. How many black families do you see advertised on TV? Right now, in this day and age, the 90s were a beautiful time. You saw you saw black TV, you saw black families together.
80s and 90s.
Right now?
Nah.
You don't see it. Lesbian couples are getting more airplay than black families are getting airplay. And it's nothing against homosexuals, nothing against the LGBTQ.
We are speaking facts.
I am speaking factuals.
That's all.
You can see in the commercial right now where you see two women, either black or white, or black, white, whatever, they are loving each other. And they had children. You'll see a gay couple having children. Give me 3 commercials right now that shows a black family.
A complete black family.
Loving one another. And I'm not talking about interracial.
We mean mother, father, children,
father,
or more
children.
black.
I can only call on one right now, and that's a Hyundai commercial. The father just got the new Hyundai that is
all electric.
All electric. And they are getting to go somewhere. So that's one. Somebody show me 2 more.
Yeah, matches.
That's one. It's a problem, y'all.
Kevin Samuels, I applaud you for the work that you are doing.
Keep it up. I'll subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, I understand the delivery is harsh.
I don't care.
But I think that what happens is it needs to be harsh.
It gotta be.
Because women speak this harshly about men. So for them to understand and know that men actually men speak this way to each other.
Yeah.
So when he's telling these women that this is what they think about, what size she wear, you know, what she look like, that's what men talk about.
And hold on. women speak just as harshly to women as well.
Yes, we do.
Bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you done lost your mind. Ho, what's wrong with you?
What kind of car he drive? What kind of shoe? I remember that from
No,
school. What kind of shoes he wear?
But do they not address each other in the terms of bitch,
yes.
ho? I just want to make sure I'm not just saying
Bitch, you crazy.
Yeah, bitch, you done lost. I'm the baddest bitch. I'm a boss bitch. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not making this up.
Men don't need a boss.
And let me say something else.
That's another video.
Just because I am coming at you and I'm not being soft or loving, you don't need to hear soft and loving. And I'm talking to men as well as women. Truth needs to be said.
That's all.
Done. Now, am I sitting here saying I have made any mistakes in my family? I have. Yes, I have. I made a lot. But I'm trying to redeem them.
One day at a time.
And first thing I've done is let it be known what I have done wrong. That's the first step.
Yep.
And I want to make amends. Hell, I love my son. I love him. I love my wife. I'm not sitting here trying to say that I am above reproach. Never be. You can criticize me all day long. And if I'm wrong, I got to say I'm sorry. I want to be educated in being a better man. And this woman makes me a better man. This is Mun.
This is Ray. That's our time. We thank you for yours. Don't forget, there's a $100 giveaway when we reach 1,000 subscribers. Tell a friend.
Let's get it in.
Let's get this channel going and get this channel growing.
That's
you got
right.
it? Thank you so much again for tuning in. Don't forget to head on over to tingRae 72. That channel link will be in the description box below.
And I'm on TikTok. I'm at Monday Night.
At Monday Night.
MunDayNite. Check me out. I'm dropping videos from time to time, but y'all keep looking. Guess what? I may drop even more.
And we drop some haiku-isms.
Haiku-isms. Haiku-isms. Haiku is a Japanese form of poetry. That's right.
The ism is...
I do it my way. I'm going to say it again. It's a Japanese form of poetry.
3 lines.
17 syllables. 3 lines. 575. That is the format. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.